All the new stars are beginning to shine, and Raw in general just feels like it has a whole different feel to it. Bray Wyatt, The Shield, Cesaro, Bad News Barrett, Paige, and all the upcoming NXT stars have completely given Raw and the WWE as a whole a much better feeling than we have had in the past couple years. Now I feel like as the WWE faithful, we have a really bright future to look forward to. This is definitely going to be a good year for the WWE. Okay, this is the first time that I'm going to answer questions that have been sent to me through Twitter or my email, Wweareone1300 @yahoo.com. And I got quite a few questions, so I'm pretty excited about that. We also have a little bit of news for this week, so let's just jump right into the questions. Our first one is from T. Dupaquier. Hope I said that right. At T. Dupaquier. And her question is, have we seen the last of The Undertaker or The Rock? Double question. Definitely not The Rock. He'll definitely be back, mainly because the night that he does finally get inducted into the Hall of Fame, he's pretty much said that he wants to have his final match the following night at WrestleMania. Whoever that is, whenever that is. So I think The Rock's still got one more match left in him. I think it'll be against Brock Lesnar. That could change just because we all know Brock Lesnar's pretty rough, so he might end up going against a younger talent. Personally, I'd like to see The Rock go against Roman Reigns, who, for those of you who don't know, they're cousins. So, it'd be nice for The Rock to put him over. And by that time, Roman Reigns will have been built up to be a main eventer, top star, more than he already is. As for The Undertaker, that's a little more tricky, mainly because he got pretty beat up during the Brock Lesnar match, and that was a soft match for Brock Lesnar, and The Undertaker still got beat up pretty bad. And with the streak ending, that's a little iffy. I think that The Undertaker may come back for a promo, a send-off, retirement speech, whatever. But I don't see him wrestling again. I would love to see him against Sting, not necessarily for the match quality, but the leading up to it would be amazing. But we'll have to see. But in my opinion, I think that The Undertaker did, in fact, wrestle his last match. As sad as it is and as heartbreaking as it is, I think he did. And now the boy in me is going to go off and cry. And now our next question is at Coastal Sky. They want to know, who are you most excited for to be called up from the main roster from NXT? Ooh, as I said before, a lot of NXT stars are being called up. A lot of NXT stars were called up last year that are pretty much now running the show. The Wyatts, The Shield, etc. So it's been pretty good for all the NXT stars that have been called up. So anybody in NXT, will be fighting to be called up quickly. Me, I know that Bo Dallas, Adam Rose, Paige just came. They're the ones that are announced as of right now. But me personally, I'm most excited for Sami Zayn. I like Sami Zayn because I feel like he doesn't try too hard as far as fitting the quote-unquote wrestler appearance like a lot of NXT stars are doing. He just kind of does his own thing and just wrestles, and he kind of has that Daniel Bryan feel to him, a little underdog, he just does what he needs to do. So I'm really excited for him to get called up. I think that he'll be accepted really good by the people who just watch Raw and SmackDown and pay-per-views and don't watch NXT and don't know anything about him. I think that he'll be good. And believe it or not, and I know I'm going to get torn apart for this, but I'm really excited for Bayley. I like her a lot. She kind of reminds me of Emma, and I know a lot of people are hating on Emma because she's in this comedy gimmick, but in my opinion, every time she comes on the screen, she makes me laugh. And I feel like that's, we got the people like AJ, Paige, the Bellas, all of them that are just serious about it. So I feel like having Emma, who is the comedy gimmick, I guess, is I feel like that's really smart by WWE because she's loved by fans. I've been to a couple live events, and every time she comes out, all the fans are just doing her little point dance. Kind of like the Fandangoing. Of course, that died out, so we'll have to see. But Bayley kind of has that same feel to her. So Bayley and Sami Zayn are definitely the ones that I'm looking forward to. So our next one is at Super Duper Fan. This is, hey, you're the one that always retweets me. I appreciate that. Your question is, when will Paige lose the Divas title? Okay. This one, she's has a match this weekend against Oksana, or against Snuka, Tamina. Not Oksana, gosh. Whew. But anyway, again, at Extreme Rules, which she'll come out. They're not going to make her lose her title on her first pay-per-view. They're trying to build her up pretty good. Vince is really high on her, so I think she'll keep it for a while. I think she will turn heel. I think she's a natural heel. We all kind of see that while she's starting to do her little screaming thing again. So she'll turn heel here soon, and then AJ will come back, I think, as a face, and I think AJ will take it back from her. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. I kind of like AJ. AJ's a really good heel, but I feel like Paige as a heel and AJ as the face would make for a good run. But we'll have to see. I think she'll hold it for a couple months until AJ comes back from her little absence with Punk, and she'll end up taking it back from her. And we actually have two questions about the WWE Network. We have one from at Teresa Creekmore. She says, are there any plans in the future for the WWE Network to be carried on cable providers such as Comcast? This is it was kind of a sensitive topic with the WWE just because they kind of went their own way with the WWE Network. But as of right now, the WWE Network is strictly going to be for the WWE and for streaming only. It's not going to be put on any cable providers because it can't be right now. That's like same thing. You can't. I mean, no cable providers can hook up can show Netflix. It's the same thing because it's streaming, which is different than cable. So as of right now, the answer to that is no. This actually came off of Comcast website themselves. It says the only way, they responded to somebody who had the same question. They said the only way you can get it is online or via a device, such as PS4, etc. No cable or satellite provider has the ability to offer it. And that came from Comcast's actual website. So that pretty much says it right there that the answer is no. And the next one we have is at JD Attitude. His question was, DirecTV, Dish, and AT&T deciding not to air Extreme Rules. Are the WWE chapping some butts? And that kind of goes along the same thing. Dish and DirecTV, ever since WWE Network was even announced a long time ago, they've came out and said that they're taking a stand against the WWE due to the fact that you can get the pay-per-view on the network for $10. Why would you order it for $45 or $60 or whatever it is in your area? So yeah, to answer your question, are they chapping some butts? Definitely. DirecTV and Dish have both pretty much cut off WWE as far as pay-per-views go, which I don't blame them because, I mean, if you're offering something for $60 and then the company you're helping showing their stuff comes out and makes the same content available for $10 a month, I mean, I'd be the same way. So I don't really blame them. Of course, I'm not going to argue with WWE because I'm definitely happy with only having to pay $10 a month as opposed to $45 a month for the pay-per-views. So, yeah. But unless something happens, Dish and Dish, DirecTV, AT&T, and all them are definitely going to be cutting off the WWE. And we have a question from Miller at MillerD13. His question is simple. It's where is Brock Lesnar? Brock Lesnar broke the streak, as every fan knows, because there was heartbreak amongst the world. And he pretty much left, because we know that Brock Lesnar has a part-time contract, so he only wrestles a couple times a year. So Brock Lesnar did what he needed to do for WrestleMania, and they left Paul Heyman at Raw and SmackDown or whatever, basically to remind people that Brock Lesnar's still there, or still alive, which we've been told. I don't know if you've heard that Brock Lesnar, or Paul Heyman's client, has broken the streak, or conquered the streak. So yeah, but Brock Lesnar will definitely, he'll be gone. We won't see him until SummerSlam, and which then he'll come back and he'll be facing Bryan. If Bryan is still the champion, which I think he will be, he'll be fighting him for the title. Because Brock Lesnar, because they kind of hinted about this before WrestleMania, that Brock Lesnar will, he'll have another title run. Brock Lesnar will have another WWE title run. Mark my words, you heard it here. He will have a WWE title run this year. Whether it's long or short, it will happen. And he will probably take it from Bryan at SummerSlam. But we will see. But as far as the question goes, that's all we got. We have a little bit of news. This has been a really, really slow week for news, WWE news. This might have been the slowest week since I've opened this website. But the Wweareone match, which they announced last night, which is unbelievable, but at least it's on the pre-show, didn't make it to the main card, so I mean, can't get too upset about it. If it had been on the main card, then I would have been a little upset, but I mean, it'll be good entertainment while you're getting your snacks and your beer and alcohol and whatever ready for the show. It's as you can probably imagine, it's basically a TLC match, except for it's going to have small chairs, small ladders, small tables, etc., whatever. So it'll be, I guess they'll have something hanging from the, or they might not. They might just have the match. But that'll be interesting to see, the small little step ladder, the small tables and the small chairs. I mean, that'll be entertaining. We got Wade Barrett, Bad News Barrett. Vince McMahon is very high on Wade Barrett right now. Ever since his promo during the Hall of Fame, Vince has been trying to push him as much as possible. Whether or not this will end with him winning the Intercontinental title, we'll have to find out. I think he will defeat Biggie Langston this weekend, but we'll see. Of course, when Barrett had the Intercontinental title before, it didn't really do much with it, but I guess he did more with it than Big E's doing now. But expect Bad News Barrett to come out on top in this one. And the last bit of news we have is the Money in the Bank poster has been leaked. It has Triple H on it, holding a sledgehammer, which the IWC has had a field day with this, including me putting a shovel in the place of the sledgehammer. But anyway, so I'm guessing that Triple H will actually still be competing after Extreme Rules. And after Extreme Rules, Batista's taking time off. So the Evolution probably will not make it past Extreme Rules. So it'll be interesting to see what Triple H does here. If he is still feuding with the Shield, if he's feuding with Roman Reigns, what he's doing. But I'd be surprised with him being on the poster if he doesn't have a match. But it won't be with Evolution, so we'll have to see. I know that the plan was for him to fight Roman Reigns, but that wasn't until SummerSlam. So I don't know. I don't know what they're planning there, but that'll be interesting to see. But as of right now, that's the last bit of news that we have. It was a very good Raw last night, and this week definitely needs to hurry up so Extreme Rules will get here. I'm very excited for Extreme Rules, and I think you should be too. Sunday we'll actually have a prediction. I'll give all the predictions and previews to get you ready for Extreme Rules. Sunday afternoon. I'll be putting that out. So if you have any more questions, of course, just send them into Wweareone1300 at yahoo.com, or just go ahead and tweet me. You can probably send me a message because I'm doing the 100% follow back on Twitter from now on. And if you follow me and I don't follow you back, because there's still a few of those that I'm doing, or that's true, just send me a mention, and I'll give you a quick follow. But thank you for listening. My name is Derek Miller, and this is WWER1 Talk.